Hey guys, it's Ryan here. Today we've got a great Canadian physicist to talk about, Sir John Cunningham McLennan. Let's get started with a brief biography of Sir John. We'll start with some background info on Sir John. John was born in Ingersoll, Ontario on October 14, 1867, as the son of David McLennan and Barbara Cunningham, who were Scottish immigrants. John had 6 siblings, 2 brothers and 4 sisters. In John's life, his family moved around a lot, but they settled in Stratford in 1882. John would go on to pass his matriculation there at the Stratford Collegiate Institute in the summer of 1883. Although, John would not be able to study in university because of his family's economic situation until 1888. In the fall of 1888, John began studying mathematics and physics in an honors program at University College at the University of Toronto. John was taken under the wing by the president of the university and professor of physics, W. James Loudon. John would go on to graduate at the head of his class in June 1892. Immediately after, he was then appointed assistant demonstrator in physics by Loudon that summer. A little bit on the life of McLennan. Within 2 years of being assistant demonstrator, McLennan was given a permanent position in the physics department. After another year, he made a trip overseas to Britain and Europe, meeting with physicists such as Sir Oliver Lodge at London University and visiting important laboratories. McLennan returned to Toronto with a commitment to experimental research, believing that a future in physics was dependent on it. His and Loudon's support were pivotal in the opening of experimental research to graduate students at the University of Toronto. McLennan went on another trip to Europe in 1898 to 1899, where he worked under J.T. Thomson at the Cavendish Laboratory at Cambridge University, and he studied the latest literature in gas conductivity, and he ordered equipment for a new laboratory at the University of Toronto. After returning to Toronto in 1899, McLennan was promoted to demonstrator in the physics department. After this, he published his first paper based on his research at Cambridge. He was then awarded a PhD in physics in 1900, which was the first from the University of Toronto. The rest of McLennan's career was dedicated to experimental research on the natural radioactivity of substances and the electroconductivity of the atmosphere. He would also go on to be appointed to many different and important positions in the physics department at the University of Toronto, such as the head of the department. Now we will talk about a few of the discoveries that Sir John Cunningham McLennan was involved in. McLennan was involved in 2 important discoveries: the origins of the green line in the aurora borealis, and the second liquefaction of helium ever. Along with postdoctoral student Gordon Shrum, McLennan's lab discovered that atmospheric oxygen was a source of the green line in the aurora borealis. McLennan was awarded the Royal Society's Gold Medal for this in 1927, before delivering the Beckerian Lecture on the auroral spectrum at the Society in 1928. On liquefied helium, McLennan oversaw the liquefaction of helium with Shrum 4 years earlier in 1923. This was only the second time this had ever been done. McLennan's lab and Shrum were soon capable of producing it on demand.